everybody, how we doing? Welcome to my final video of The Outer Worlds. In this video, we have to break Dr. Wells out of prison and confront the boards. At the end, I do share my thoughts on the game if you'd like to check it out. Overall, I thought it was a really fun and really good game. Without further delay, guys, let's get into this video. Remember, hit the like button, leave a comment. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Please enjoy my last video of The Outer Worlds. You're about to assault the labyrinth on Tartarus and determine the fate of the Halcyon colony. If there's anything you want to do before you enter the prison, do it now before you cross the point of no return. Would you like to continue? Yes. Yes. Let's go confront Sophia.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
Okay. That's good.
Speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed. I wager it'll take a bit longer than it takes you to lose your patience and storm out of your ship looking to get shot. To be honest, that'd make my job a lot easier. You come out, we shoot you full of holes, and then everyone goes about their day worry-free. Except you. You'll be dead. Protocol is important, sir. The sentencing of one crime does not preclude the sentencing of another, technically speaking. Tartarus Docking Authority, signing off.
Transmission terminated.
Great.
How can I be of assistance?
Yeah,
See you
we're
soon,
gonna...
Captain.
Let's go confront Sophia. Alright, the ladies, coming with us. Alright, we're going to the elevator. Hey, how you doing?
Beginning secure.
Get him.
I am a storm. Now get. Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go. Let's see here. Maybe I should go to just torch him. Oh yeah, melting. What are they shooting me with? Nice job. All right, to the elevator. Looks lovely.
Used as a prison head for bars, and I've had a storm like that guarding the gates.
I've got to admit, I'm not too keen on walking into a prison. They lock me up, I'm liable to kill everyone trying to get back out.
Wow, we're going deep.
Whew. We have a lot of shooting to do, Captain.
Something's not right.
Get them, girls!
That's the last of them. To shreds, you said?
Oh, that's Bavardi. Holy cow, the whole frickin'... They're all coming over here. Alright, this ain't working. Nice job. Woo! Let's make my shit stronger, shall we? Let's keep her moving. Oh, holy shit, there's like every vendor in here. Workbench. Looks good. Let's keep her moving. Alright, we are transitioning to the pit. This must be where Dr. Wells is. And Sophia. Whoa. Pit exit. Oh, nice. I can pick. Okay. Just a bunch of lore to read. Retro rockets. Manifest. Matter bar. Dark matter bar. Holy cow. What is this? The Vermin 2. We gotta check that out. Cool. Well, let's test it out.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Good gun. Good job, ladies. This gun is frickin' badass. Easy there. Alright, looks like we're going this way. This place is massive. Alright, over there. Oh, we got a couple of dudes here.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for out suspicions, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight!
Oh, that's an MSI technician. Oh, they're fighting with us. Hell yeah.
Dreads, you say? Here we go.
Who the heck keeps shooting us?
Nice hit. Covering. Here I go.
Nice job. Hey, move your butt. Looks like this way. What's back here? Just a bunch of crap. I guess that's probably a way I could have snuck through.
Nice hit.
This gun is so nice.
Can't get past the armor.
We made.
Do not disturb when lights are on. Unsealed door? Well, that was easy.
Well, look who it is. I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. I had heard you'd taken a mechanic under your wing. What's the matter, girl? Couldn't find actual employment?
The captain's treated me right. Better than any of you bored folk ever have. I'm exactly where I want to be.
Ah, I knew I smelled Monarch when you lot walked in. The stench of sulfur, depression, and desperate bravado is unmistakable.
Keep talking, and you'll be smelling iron. Ain't nobody so important I won't put a bullet in him.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens. I'm not in your way, you dullard. You talk to me. You want to go die in a blaze of glory? Be my guest. Besides, I don't know what you think you're doing here, but Sophia's doing good work up there with Phineas. Your efforts will be in vain.
Here we go!
That's what I think.
Done here.
What's he got on him? Chocolate, a watch, and some Spacer's Corona. Oh, so much for like a awesome weapon or something. Oh yeah. Let's see if I got some cool armor. So right now we're at 53s. Ooh, 84. Hell yeah. Repair all equipped. So repair my weapons, yes. Alright, just a bunch of stuff to read. We got a man to save. Looks like we're going this way. Oh, we're going over here? Oh, we're going up. This place is huge.
Incoming! Here goes nothing!
Damn. Sick 'em, ladies.
Down they go.
Oh, shit. What's this? Oh, MSI Trooper. What's up, dude? Thanks for your help, brother.
Really doing this, huh?
Take a breath now, folks. Once we're up there, I suspect we ain't gonna have time to stop shooting.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life.
It's my pleasure.
I don't like being played. When you delivered Wells into my hands, I was operating under the assumption that I'd won your loyalty. You've disrupted the balance of power.
Am I recording?
You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
Yeah, get the hell out of here.
I'm afraid I can't do that. For all your talents, you are the enemy of Halcyon, and therefore you are my enemy. You make a nuanced and compelling argument. Here's my rebuttal. No. Dr. Wells is being held in my custody. His cooperation will prove invaluable, even if I have to beat it out of him. All that's left to do is put down this riot, arrest you, and then get on with the bloody business of saving this colony. Well, that's mostly correct. You're not leaving here at all. I take no pleasure in this, you know. I simply have no other option. Leaving you alive is too great a risk. Goodbye, Captain. I had a feeling you'd say that. This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain. And don't worry. I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically, or something.
A mechanical warden? Oh, shit. Alright. Let's go fight the warden. Alright, ladies, let's do this.
Here we go! Nothing through! I'll fix you right up!
Beat him! Beat him! Let's see here. Oh, shoot, he's got a bunch of... Oh, I got him! Nice. The hibernation chamber key. All these guys just went down. Holy shit. Man, a lot of goodies here. Heck yeah, I'll use that. Ooh, fancy smancy.
Why won't you just...
Oh. Did I shoot her head off? Oh my god, I did. The chairman's key.
Get me out of here!
Well, we confronted Sophia, if that's what you want to call it.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough. Ah, all in a day's work for you, huh? You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
So we've got to make do on our own. Seems to me that'll make us stronger in the end anyhow.
You're quite right. We've got no choice but to make do on our own.
You mean... we're all alone out here? Really alone?
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own. Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us? When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists: engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Sanjar's civil liberties and worker-centric policies were slow to catch on with the other corporations. But as Halcyon began its long, arduous journey toward recovery, many of Terra 2's smaller townships started adopting MSI's alternative corporate structure, and eventually became entirely self-sufficient. In the coming years, many of these townships managed to eke by, where otherwise they might have starved. Sublight Salvage adapted to the changes in Halcyon, shifting their business model to suit the times. Their claims of legitimacy were scrutinized, but ultimately unquestioned. Lilia Hagen would continue to protect her family as ruthlessly as ever. Adelaide McDevitt replaced Reed Thompson as the leader of Edgewater. She and her followers transformed Edgewater in their image. Anyone loyal to Reed was pressured into leaving town, and those who stayed behind adapted to her way of life. Adelaide transformed the old cannery into a new garden. The nearby Edgewater Cemetery provided a convenient source of fertilizer. As for Reed Thompson, it was said that he lasted exactly 2 days outside the walls of Edgewater. Years later, a marauder was found in possession of his hat. Junlei Tennyson fought to protect the Groundbreakers' independence. While the board's influence faded, mechanical difficulties forced her to rely on parts that only corporations could provide. The cost was high, and time would tell if Junlei could balance the work with her aspirations for a better future. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with 2 hands. Though Parvati eventually grew comfortable aboard the Unreliable, she never quite came out of her shell. She seemed to prefer the company of Ada to the crew, and she could often be found neck-deep in cables and grease, telling Ada funny stories from her childhood. While the colony fell into chaos, she found an island of relative peace with Ada, and they formed an unusual bond. She decided to remain aboard the Unreliable permanently as its chief and sole engineer. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, an MSI subsidiary of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. Before his untimely death, Captain Alex Hawthorne had plans to restore and modify, for combat purposes, a sanitation and maintenance automechanical that he'd found in a state of disrepair in Emerald Vale's scrapyard. That unit remains broken down and forgotten in the unreliable supply closet to this day. Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
That was a pretty good game. I'm recording this on November 4th, 2019. Tomorrow, Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out. So, I could have done a lot more side missions and stuff, but I wanted to try and finish this today, and surprisingly I did. Overall, good game. I didn't experience any bugs. Beautiful graphics. I enjoyed it. Rumors are there will be a sequel, so they pretty much left it open in the story. Just have to wait and see. Not a bad game. I'm going to skip these credits, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my series, and we'll see you in the next video.